We're driving back from doing that trench where the water was overflowing. We were going to the watershed to go drop some stuff off. And this is the first time that we have actually seen a bear. I think Jen said she thinks she has 2 cubs with her. We're going to try to show you. But this is we've seen him on the game camera.
It's turkey. It's a turkey.
Oh, never mind. It's turkey.
Yeah, it's a turkey with some hens. He's all puffed up. That's why he looks so good. Sorry, false alarm. See the turkey? He's all puffed up. And then the hens.
So
I was like, that was a bear.
we thought they were bear, but they're actually turkey. And you see him?
Wow.
He's strutting.
Yeah.
He's showing off for the ladies. False alarm, but still a nice sight. Good morning, we're out here again. It's a little chilly this morning. It's the 2nd of April and there's still frost on the ground. It's a little over 30 or below 30 right now. We got a lot to do this morning. We're gonna try to fill in a trench. We'll show you here in a bit. Weed whack around the creeks and put up some barbed wire again in preparation of getting the cows. Go plant the maple, and then I think we got one more project after that. So we'll see how much we can get done today. We are standing in the shade of the mountain, and we are waiting for the sun to hit us and warm us up, which will hopefully be in a couple of minutes.
first project today, we are going to plant the replacement tree from the line of maples. We had one that didn't make it. It looks like it got rubbed off or pushed over or broke. I mean, you can see the stem here, so it just didn't make it. So we're gonna replace it with this one. It's significantly larger. It's just what the nursery had, and we need to get it in the spring. So we're gonna go ahead and plant now, but as you can see, that is really big. So we're gonna take all the T-posts out and we're gonna dig a new hole for this one and plant that one in today. We've dug the hole. It is just about 1 inch or 2 deeper than the pot because we're going to put some compost or soil conditioner in the bottom to give it you know, more nutrients. We have clay here versus the dark soil from the original, and we want to make sure that it'll get a good start. And then we've dug the hole out and it's bigger again also than the pot, and we'll put the soil conditioner around the outside for it to acclimate. So next up is put the tree in the hole. The plant is in the hole. As you can see, there's room around it to put in the soil. We need to cut up the sides of it to break up all the roots because it's kind of root bound in the pot, and that way it will give it new growth. It'll grow and go into the soil around it. We also need to make sure it's level and straight and make sure it's situated center in the hole. So there's a little bit of moving around we'll do next. Okay, we've got it leveled where we want it to be, and now we're putting in the watering tube. This was actually very helpful last year when we had very little water at all, and we made sure that this went to the base of the tree. Now, the other thing you got to be careful of is you're not overwatering it and then sogging in and making it too wet at the base of the tree. But with as little rain as we got last year, that was not a problem. All right, so we've put it in. I put the rest of the osmocote, which I didn't have a whole lot, but something's better than nothing. And we're gonna take the dirt we had and put some of it back over. We're gonna put it dirt side down without the grass so that we don't have grass on it. Mulch. Yep, and then we'll put the mulch down. And now we've put in the mulch. I try to do a good thick layer to keep back weeds, but also I do a little divot in here, like a little valley, so that when we put water, it goes in here and doesn't just get absorbed into the mulch. And you can also see our white tube in the back. You don't cover that up, so, and it's on the upside, so that when we water, it will go downhill because we're at an angle here with this particular one. All right, and this is just to keep the deer from rubbing on the tree and keep the cows from rubbing on the tree. This one's got, its branches are really high, so we don't have to worry about anybody trying to stick their head through it. Yes, just like that, Joshua. All right, so the next project for this weekend's springtime visit is we have to redo the crossing. For the cows to move from corral 1 to corral 2, they have to cross through the creek. To keep them from going outside the corral and into the creek area, we have to put up a crossing, a fence line. And we did that with 3 strands of barbed wire and 3 T-posts. Well, unfortunately, at one point, we had some really bad weather and some of the T-posts have gotten knocked over. The deer have come through and knocked them over, and we want to make sure that this is fixed. So, next project. We're going to put in some more T-posts. We're going to probably upgrade it to 4 strands versus just 3 strands of barbed wire and fix the crossing for the cows that we'll hopefully be getting soon. We finished one side. JC's stringing up the last line. So you can see here we went to more posts. So we put posts in between. We went to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 versus the 3. And then we added in 4 rows of barbed wire versus what we have over here is 3. So now I've got one side done. We need to do the other side.
We finished the other side. We had lunch. We came out and we mirrored this side to make it look like the other side that we did right before lunch. We put an extra strand like Jennifer said, and then also added some more T-posts to give the fence more strength. I don't think we're going to have any issues. It seems like when the cows come over, as long as they see an opening, which means the gate's open, I think they're okay, and they usually don't try to test the fence. We did have that issue last year, which we didn't record, but we did have an issue with one cow moving or going through the fence, but that's because we had both gates closed and he sort of felt trapped and got scared and panicked. So hopefully that's not the case this year and they'll just push through. So we got done with the creek barbed wire fence, and now we're working on this. This is a power line that was from the telephone pole or the light pole to my in-laws' house, and when they dug the ditch, you can see they filled it in, but they didn't compact it, and now it's caved in. And this is actually pretty dangerous, not only for people but especially for cattle. It's probably 3 or 4 inches deep, maybe a little longer, maybe like 6 inches deep. And if a cow gets its hoof in there or if its foot in there, it could potentially damage and or break it. So we're just going to fill it in with some dirt, make sure that it's nice and smooth, and then just get rid of this trench, which it doesn't go the entire way. It's just sectional. And like I said, we just want to make sure that we fill it in so no one gets hurt, animal or man. All right, we got done filling in the trench with some fill dirt. I ran over it a couple of times with the skid steer, and I think it looks good. It's not a danger now to man or animal, which is great, because even the little ones, when they run around here, they can hurt their ankles pretty bad. So way better, way safer. So pretty easy, just little things like that happen all the time around the ranch that just need to be maintained and taken care of. On to the next one. We have some amazing springs. I don't know where the head of this one is, but it seems like it comes out somewhere over there. We found this other one, or Stella found it somewhere in there to the left. There's an amazing spring that just, I mean, we're talking about 3 or 4 gallons per minute, and you can see it just trickle down. Look how fast that thing's going. That's a spring. That's not rainwater or anything else. And they're collecting going down to where the new site on the north end that we're working on, and the majority of it is going down into the little culvert that feeds into the creek, but it has overfilled, as Josh was pointing, has overfilled and has now come over the road and is deteriorating our road and actually going into the main road as well. So I'm going to try to use the excavator really quick and try to dig a hole just like we did when we stuck the other culverts. I'm not going to put a culvert, I'm just going to try to make a deeper channel so that way the water can maintain and be contained actually on that side and stop going over the road and, Stella, this is for you, eroding our road away. Stella's learning about erosion in school, so this is perfect. Alrighty, got done trying to make a better culvert or area for the stream water to go and flow through. Look at that. Look how quick that thing is going. It's just like a faucet. That's all spring water. It's like 2 or 3 springs combined, and it's all coming down. And you can see right there, that's probably the main spring that comes back there, and then there's another spring somewhere over there. So we got to figure out how to utilize this spring and take advantage of it, because this is amazing. Just having all that spring water right now go to waste is not a good thing. I have no idea what we're going to do, but we're going to have to do something. And Joshua found
a jawbone.
A jawbone, half a jawbone. Look at the size of that. Oh, that sharp tooth. So we don't know if it's a raccoon or a possum, but he's pretty impressed and he likes it. We'll add it to the collection. Good find, Joshua.
Go in the comments down below and type what do you think, what type of animal jawbone that is. Goodbye.
It's about 5:30, day 2. I think we're gonna call it a day. We've got the majority of our projects that we wanted to get done today. Joshua and I are just coming back from getting $100 worth of diesel, which equates to around 20 gallons. It's almost $5, I think $4.99 a gallon of diesel, which is outrageous. But we needed to go ahead and run the equipment, the skid steer and the gator, and well, not the gator, but the tractor. So overall, I think it was a great day. We got a lot done. Actually, a couple of extra things that weren't necessarily on our list to get done, we were able to do today. So we'll keep at it, see how tomorrow works.
All's fun time in Mother Nature.
That's right, Joshua.